Hi, I'm Judy Vitale from ReadTheStars.com, and I'm here to talk a little bit about Mars in Taurus. As we know, the planets move from sign to sign as they go around the zodiac, and today, May 11th, 2011, we have Mars moved into Taurus, thankfully out of Aries. While in Aries, Mars has all of his strength. He causes all kinds of trouble, and he really brings aggressive energy out into the surface. As Mars moves into Taurus, things are likely to change. It isn't that it's totally good. If you read the article, you'll see there are some good things and bad things about having Mars in Taurus. But on the whole, things are going to be a bit calmer. We're not going to have that crazy, you gotta get it done now energy going on. But there still will be a sort of underlying level of frustration, which I think could cause certain world events to flare up. In a personal sense, you can read your daily horoscope for today, May the 11th, 2011, to see what area of life this is going to affect for you. And you will find that it's going to be a little bit calmer, but there will be action in a new area of your life. So before, if you're in Aries, for example, you had Mars in your sign and it was all about you. Now it's going to move into your second house of finance, and it's going to be more activity about money and tending to it and putting action and work into it. There is a sense of frustration about Mars and Taurus, though, that we need to be aware of. And as I've said many, many times in astrology, awareness is really the key to using it and to understand how to make our lives better by knowing what the astrology of a certain situation is. So, in the case of Mars and Taurus, if you feel frustrated, you know that you need to find some way to vent that frustration other than actually taking it out on the person who's causing it. So I would suggest, a lot of physical activity for one thing, but more or less just really being honest with yourself and saying, hey, you know what, I feel frustrated about what so-and-so said to me or what they're trying to do. And to work it out within yourself, distance yourself just enough for it so that you can deal with it more with your rational mind than with your gut feeling. Your gut feelings right now are going to, reflect a lot of the resentments that you feel about people. So that is the main kind of thing. Mars in Taurus is also very, very good for getting work finished. Aries is great for getting things started, and Taurus is good for finishing them, staying with them, getting them done until the end. If you know anybody who has Mars in Taurus, we showed Muhammad Ali. Yeah, it's great for a boxer to have Mars in Taurus because he has all this pent-up energy, and then he has the perfect place to let it out in the boxing ring. Well, those of us who don't have the boxing ring and know people with Mars and Taurus usually experience this person as being excessively stubborn. So it's sort of like all of the aggressive energy of Mars pent up within the bull. So, the bull being a very fierce kind of creature when he's not happy with the way things are going. We have to understand that, while Mars is in Taurus, and with people who have Mars and Taurus in their natal charts, that's what they're going through, and we have to understand them and try to work with them. The best way to do it is to be as persistent as they are and to stand up to them, not to allow them to bully you, if you'll pardon the pun. But anyway, that's what's going on. If you have any questions about this, any comments, please send them to me at Judy, Judi, at ReadTheStars.com.